You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know?
You're great.
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 We should see who can go longest.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
Okay, I'm done.
You're great.
You're so great, though.
You know who else is great?
Yeah.
Ismael's great.
Ismael's great.
Hi. How's that?
Cool.
You weren't prepared for it, were you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's how it always starts.
No, that's really weird.
It makes you feel uncomfortable?
A little bit, because I
Yeah.
live with both of you, and
You
I've
were
never
like-
seen you do that.
You never seen us
before.
do that?
Really? I'm
No.
wearing this shirt right now.
Oh.
You didn't see it coming? I'm just
No.
kidding.
Today, well, welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. I'm Monica Nevi.
And I'm Mike Coletta.
And this is our podcast. And today, as our guest, we have
Your
a
gift.
guest. Really weird because we just watched Beauty and the Beast, and I should get the word guest right.
Yeah.
To be a part of it.
Wow.
We're
So
going to
take-
sing that song too.
Yeah.
Very guest
What if we
heavy.
Be our
sang,
guest.
be our guest to you for the next 5 minutes? Would you just want to leave? He just puts the microphone
Yeah,
down
no,
and walks
I
away.
wouldn't spend any money for you guys to do that to me.
Our guest today is Ismael Loutfi. Hi.
Woo.
Hello.
How are you doing?
What's up?
Welcome, roommate.
Fresh off a
What
nap.
up, roomies?
Fresh off a power
Fresh
nap.
off a
Ismael
power
Loutfi.
nap.
Amazing.
Well, we do our plugs up top. So, are there any shows you would like to
Oh,
plug?
sorry.
It's fine. Do you want to go first, Monica? You want to
Sure,
plug some
yeah.
shows?
I'll go first. Wednesday, the 19th, when this comes out, I'm at the Barclay in South Pasadena.
Oh, fun.
Friday, the 21st, I'm at the Lyric Hyperion Theater. And then we're doing the Gateway Show in the Comedy Palace in San Diego on the 28th. And then the Backyard Show I told you guys about last week got moved to the 30th. So Eagle Rock 30th. Come hang out in the backyard.
All right, I will be on that show with you on the 28th that you just mentioned. And then I'm at the Kitchen Sink Variety Show in Atwater Village, at the Atwater Village Theater in Atwater Village.
Whoa.
It's a variety show. It'll be fun. That's on the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
30th.
when is that? That's the 30th.
April 30th. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to plug coming up? Do you have a website that people can look at? Can you see where you're
I
at?
have a Twitter at Ismaelian.
Yeah, Ismailian. That's a good
Oh, I
one.
don't follow you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. That's disrespectful.
On the 20th, I'm opening for Kumail Nanjiani
Ooh.
in Atlanta at Georgia Tech.
Oh, rad.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then the Laughing Skull Lounge the days after that.
Cool.
Sorry, my phone went
No,
off.
that's fine. My phone goes off all
it
the
was
time. If
only
anything-
during when you were talking.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
exactly.
It's during your plug, so it's totally
Sure.
fine.
I thought you were like, I'm opening for new Kumail Nanjiani, and then it was like,
Yeah, that's
played
Kumail.
music
He's
for
calling
you.
you right
now.
No, it was like, woo.
Showbiz is calling. Also, you can rate and review and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. That's the thing that helps us out. We say it every episode because it really
You
helps.
say it so fast.
Yeah, I know, it's because of my high-speed radio voice.
High-speed radio voice?
I like.
Like,
I want
like it's a side effect of a drug you're selling?
Well, I drank a lot of diet root beer today. I want
Fucking
my job. I think
badass.
I could sing. You know how at the end of drug commercials they have the guy that talks really
Yeah.
fast. I think I could do that. I think that could be my career. What's that called?
Because
though?
you're just the guy who no one listens to.
Talk fast guy.
Yeah, talk fast.
Talk
guy.
fast guy.
I didn't hear anything you said. How about
Mhm.
that?
But you can rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast on Internet Tunes.
That was great.
Thank you.
Internet tunes.
What can you do on our website, Monica?
You can go to the top where there's a banner and click on it, and then go to Amazon, buy some shit, and we get a little bit of it. Of whatever you buy. So if you buy a package of coconut water, we get two of them.
We get two of them.
Yeah.
Well, one for each of us,
Right.
obviously. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. We get money.
And then also we have should we mention the T-shirts and the magnets? No, we shouldn't mention those.
Nope, we're not getting those online right now.
Oh,
so.
okay. All right. Well, don't. But soon.
Yeah, if you want a 2XL, hit me up.
Okay, there you go. Very
How about
niche
that?
market. Any fat guys
2XL.
listening right now?
I think I only have blue, you're great, and green, the Hug Life chose me.
All right.
So that's what you're working with here.
That's what you're working with. Cool. Do you have anyone you'd like to lexically embrace,
I
Monica?
want to lexically embrace the ocean.
Shout out to the ocean.
Yep.
This is where we shout out things. It's lexical embraces. Sorry. You filled in.
I got nothing to shout
Yeah,
out. I'm a
that's
very
okay.
negative person. I don't know if you've lived with me.
It's
I mean,
gonna
I
be
didn't-
hard.
I-
we watch what you watch.
Yeah, I
know
did
what's
walk
going on.
into you watching Schindler's List just casually last night. So.
Didn't love it.
You like,
It's
you
my
know,
third time I watched it.
Was
and
in a good mood. I wanted to bring it down. Let's
Hey, guys.
decided it's not a very good movie.
Let's bring it down a second.
Ooh, it's not a very good movie. I don't think I've ever seen it, honestly. But
I've never seen it
fine.
either. It's just the butt of like anytime someone goes to like a depressing movie, they always go Schindler's List. That's what they usually go to.
Yeah,
It's like a hack joke premise kind of thing.
that's true.
Mhm.
I've just heard fisting jokes a lot.
That's true. The porn version of it. People say
Schindler's Fist.
it's the porn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a thing that
Mhm.
people do. That's another hack thing.
I'm into mostly like highbrow comedy.
Oh,
So
right.
when I say hack thing, I mean that's Monica's 5-minute chunk on Schindler's Fist.
no.
Also, chunk and Schindler's Fist should never go together in a sentence. They're not.
Well, who's just saying Schindler's Fist?
Why do you like the ocean so much, Monica?
Because
Tell me about
nice. I walked by it a lot this past couple days.
it. Mm-hmm. You were gone.
That's pretty much it. I don't know.
Cool.
It's a good time. Go check out the ocean. Have you
Yeah.
seen the ocean?
I've seen it a few times.
That's cool.
You checked out the ocean?
I'm a Florida boy.
Oh, yeah, there
That's
you go. That's
right.
a
Bit of the
different.
ocean.
See, you
Do
got
you
a
enjoy
different ocean over there.
Swimming in the ocean?
No.
No.
I
You
like
know.
the
You know what's
beach.
funny? I asked you that question
Yeah.
and I knew the answer already.
Yeah.
No,
but you like
I'm-
the beach though.
I'm
I
like
think the
that
beach
too.
is okay.
I like the beach, but I put my feet in the water.
I like to put
Yeah.
my feet in the
About
water.
it.
That's the
Get
best.
feet in the water, and that's as far as I'll go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's stuff in there.
Yeah, stuff that will kill you.
It's fish in Florida that bite my toes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Huh.
They were all over though. And they were like just nibbling at my feet, and it was freaking me out.
Have
There's
you ever
probably
had?
some healing quality to that.
Yeah, I think they were eating like the dead skin
The
off
dead
my feet, which
skin.
I felt
Did you have any?
extremely
of those,
exfoliated afterwards.
I've never experienced
You've
that.
never experienced
but
that
I've
being a
heard-
Florida boy?
I've heard of that stuff. Yeah.
There you go.
A Florida gentleman?
Yep.
No,
He doesn't like to swim though, so.
it's true.
I actually didn't
In
know
the
how to
ocean.
swim until I was 21.
What?
Really?
You never swam
I'm
until you were
24.
You're 24. You never.
So
had
how's
sex
it
with your
going?
mom?
Can you swim?
Vaguely. I can like,
Vaguely?
I cannot
I'm gonna
drown.
vaguely go swimming.
I
That's
picture us
funny.
all going swimming. And you're like, I know the idea of
I-
swimming,
Right.
like the concept
I
of
understand the
swimming.
I get the
concept.
objective. Not to drown and to move through the water.
Yeah.
But it's the details in
The
between.
detail.
Yeah,
No, I can
just
swim.
gotta-
I can swim,
That's good.
but not very well.
Wow, you never
Like,
swam
not
until you
for
were 21.
pleasure.
See, we're learning so much already.
So learning so much. This podcast, the goal of it is to bring us closer together as roommates, and I feel like it's working really well. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Wish I knew you didn't know how to swim the time you fell when we were hiking. I would have been more concerned.
Oh my God.
I was into water,
Yeah.
kind of.
And by water, I mean like a foot of water.
It wasn't
That
a foot. It was like a little
a
creek.
Great feeling when I slipped. I swear to God.
It was a great feeling.
I was having a good time on this hike through the waterfall,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I slipped, I felt alive.
You
I
felt
really
like
You did.
danger.
energized.
You were like, I did
Yeah.
something today.
adrenaline started
I
pumping.
pushed it
I, like,
to
I
the
was
edge.
smiling, like I couldn't stop smiling. It was really
That was
gross.
fun. That's good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much.
That's great. See, you're great. It's positive spin right there.
Positive
Falling
spin.
in the woods.
Falling in the
This is- makes me smile.
Anytime it makes you feel like you're gonna die and the adrenaline starts pumping, it's a good
yeah.
thing.
But it was impressive because you fell, but only one of your feet got wet.
That's true.
So, whew.
By the time we were done walking, I was all dried up.
That's
There you
true.
go.
LA weather
The-
drying you
yeah,
up.
beautiful part about LA
Beautiful
weather.
LA weather drying you up. You ready for the next segment, Monica? You know what it's
Yes.
called?
I already forgot what it was.
All right.
Yeah, ready?
I'm ready.
Hey guys, good news.
This is the segment where I say positive news stories in the news. So if it makes people feel
Wow.
good. And this is my favorite one. So if actually I'm gonna start. There's two of them. This one, device invented by MIT graduates that pulls water from dry air, and it's only powered by the sun, and it can get in 12 hours. I think it's 3.4 liters of water, which is actually a lot. Just out of the air, it can pull it out of the desert air.
How does that work?
It's science.
It's science.
It's science.
It's MIT science,
It's solar
dog.
powered. So essentially, if you live in a desert
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
have one of these in your house, the goal is to make it so they have big ones in people's houses, so they don't have to rely on sewage companies anymore for fresh water.
Oh.
You just get it like from the air. It just pulls it out of the air. Isn't that cool?
That is really
Damn.
cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I have questions.
in the
but
future.
Yeah.
We're gonna live in the future.
Which
pretty
I would
soon.
ask a
Cool.
question, they would explain it to me, and I'd be like, nope, I vaguely understand the idea. of
Oh,
what you said.
so it pulls 3 quarts, not liters, out of the air, but in 20 to 30% humidity, which is like desert humidity. So here,
So if you could put it in a place that was like really humid, would it pull?
you would
like,
pull
a lot more?
shit ton of water out of it. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what I think. But yeah, so they're meant for people in like desert climates, though, which I think is pretty cool. It's a cool invention.
Wait,
MIT.
Do you just press a button and it fills up a bottle or something?
I don't think you press a button.
just leave it
I think
on?
you just leave. It's just always on because it's just got a
And then
solar
it's like
panel on
a-
top of it.
Like a sparklets, you just
Mm-hmm.
push it in whenever you need it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Just probably just like a valve that you open, not even powered. It's really low tech, but high tech.
But seems high tech.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, and
Good
this,
one.
And this is the next one that I love. IKEA
Oh yeah.
donates doll beds for cats at an animal shelter, and there's an adorable video. It's from. I'm gonna try to
Doll
see if I nail
beds
this.
for the cats.
Etobicoke, Canada. Etobicoke is the name of the town.
Wow.
And they said they have an IKEA there, and they asked they like
They have an
they're like we're gonna go to that's the Etobicoke Humane Society went to the IKEA, and they're like, hey, we want to buy some doll beds for our cats in our cat shelter, and they're like, we'll just give you the doll beds, and then we'll give you $300. So it was like a nice thing of IKEA just giving 10 doll beds and then $300 for in this video of the cat sleeping on the beds or under the beds. Cats like to be under things,
Right.
Oh.
so. Yeah,
What happened to the dolls?
the dolls don't have beds anymore, but they don't need those
Yeah,
beds.
as far as
No one's
who
adopting
needs a doll bed, it's actually pretty close between actual dolls and cats. Like they both equally don't really care.
need it.
If you're lucky, the cat will sleep with the doll in the bed.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. That can happen. Yeah.
So your cat has to not be a bitch.
Has to be a fucking narc. I don't know.
Oh, do
why.
you not like cats, Monica?
Oh, not really.
She doesn't like cats.
I'm
I love
okay
cats.
with cats,
I love
but
cats.
I like
I love
dogs
cats too.
better. Well, cool. When I'm on the road, you guys can have a cat for 3 months.
I like dogs too, though.
Dogs
I actually really hate dogs.
You really hate
And
dogs?
They're not connected. The love of cats and the hate of dogs are just separate.
I think that's
Really
a fair.
interesting.
Like the way I feel about cats has nothing to do with dogs.
Why do you
I just
not?
don't like cats.
Why do you not like dogs?
I just think
they're
they're
happy.
loud and ugly and
Poop at
smelly.
places?
And that if you own a dog, you have to go out every hour or so, to take it out
Maybe
to
the work
poop.
that goes.
It's a lot of work that goes into it.
See, I don't like cats because they shit inside.
They don't have to though.
Where are they shitting?
You can have an indoor-outdoor cat
No, then
that
they die.
cuddles. No, not always. I had 5 cats growing up.
Oh,
They were all indoor-outdoor. You open the
I don't
door
know
when
if this is helping your argument or
they they scratch at the door. You open it. They go out. They poop. And they come back in, and they're cuddly
like
and soft.
dogs.
Sure.
Wait, can I get a little background here? What town in Florida did you grow up in?
Ocala, Florida.
And it was a tiny town, right? A small town.
I mean, a city, a little city.
little
yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Okay, but did you have just like this cat ranch then situation
No,
going
no,
on?
we just
Or
owned a million cats.
just a million cats.
Yep.
What?
Does,
Yep.
does your mom like cats? Your
No,
dad,
no, she hates cats, but my dad loves them.
your dad loves cats.
She
Yeah,
hates
yeah, yeah.
cats.
Cats, I like because they're relaxing. I feel like a dog
so
is definitely
relaxing.
like companion animal. Like you're my buddy. We're doing this together, which
Yeah.
I think is really cool. But cats are like, let's just chill.
They're pretty independent. I'll give them
Yeah.
that. They kind of do their own thing.
Independent.
That's
Mhm.
nice.
That's good though.
Yeah,
so
soft.
we should buy doll beds and then have cats while Monica's gone. Is
Yeah.
that cool?
Sure.
You cool with
If the
that?
cats
That'd
stayed
be a
in the
scary
doll
thing to come
beds,
home
I would
to.
be. You would be.
If the
Just
cat
doll
stayed in
beds
the doll
and
bed
20 cats. in
and
the house.
made the doll bed every night.
Ooh. You guys could teach the cat to make the doll bed. I'm okay with it.
You'd be impressed?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
That'd be cool. All right. It's like people who train their cats to use a toilet.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, which is cool. But apparently it's like only certain cats can do it. Other cats will get seriously injured.
Go they fall in?
No, it's like a urinary tract infection kind of thing because they'll be afraid to go to the bathroom. So you have to like,
Oh.
yeah.
You're like, I'm not into
Like
this.
some cats are cool with like switching into it. It's like some cats are not. I looked it up. Okay, that was good news. Oh, wait, Monica.
Okay, that was good news.
Very good. Now, the important part of the
The
day,
important part of the day.
the big part, is the positive spin today. What we're going to talk about. The main issue is something that you're near and dear to your heart, I believe. Documentaries. You love a good documentary.
Love a good doc.
And you showed me a lot of insight into documentaries that I had never watched before.
Like what?
Well, I never knew anything about Louis Theroux until you moved in here.
Louis is great.
And he-
You know Louis Theroux?
Theroux. Louis Theroux, that's right. He not Theroux. Theroux.
Oh yeah.
It's Theroux. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing about it. But he does documentaries on YouTube, and he's got tons of them. Yeah, and he's been doing it for like 20 years.
Doing it forever.
Yeah,
Way
but
to go, Louis.
they're all on YouTube. They're all free, and he follows like KKK members, right?
Yeah,
and
he does like Gonzo type. Like he puts himself into the KKK or the Nazi Party or the Westboro Baptist Church. Or
I think
he
did one on pedophiles too.
Pedophiles, yeah.
Like he finds like creepy culture and like throws himself
Gets
into
right
it.
in there.
Yeah,
But it's interesting though. It's very interesting.
Of course.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's
though.
great.
Do you like documentaries more than regular movies? You think?
I think I do. I think I
Interesting.
really do.
You do.
I think you do too.
I think I do.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me happy.
I have the
case.
thing about books where I don't like fiction. Like I like nonfiction books that are relevant and I can apply to my life. So it's similar with documentaries. I'm like, what? This is real. What can I get out of it?
I think I'm becoming that person.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read a lot of books, and now I'm reading a couple nonfiction, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm like, I can use
think-
this right now.
I didn't know my two roommates just hate imagination.
I think
so
that's
much.
what it is.
Just kidding.
Just don't
What
like
you get for the
creativity.
cat thing.
No, I think because my favorite. I'm trying to think of my favorite documentaries. Like, what are your favorite documentaries? Do you think? Do you have ones you'd watch over and over again?
That's
No.
an interesting. Yeah, I don't know who's
Not
watching.
really.
it.
It's
I watch a
kinda
doc and I
over.
never watch it again. Really?
Yeah, a documentary I can't rewatch.
Yeah, but if it's maybe a topic that you're like, I would watch something
Okay.
else.
Actually, that's not true. I just thought of
Going
one I've
over
watched
again?
before.
The Act of Killing I've seen 3 times.
That's the one I haven't seen yet
It's
that
one
I
about the
really need to
Indonesian
see.
genocide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is very different from that topic.
Uh-huh.
The one that I've seen multiple times, I think 3 times, is that Conan O'Brien Can't Stop documentary.
Did you like that documentary?
I actually really did because I thought
Oh.
it painted him in a realistic light. Like he wasn't the TV show Conan.
Right.
I thought he was like a real person Conan, which is nice.
Sure. Yeah, he did come off as a real person.
Yeah.
And that's not like a great thing.
Which
Like he seemed kind of douchey.
oh yeah, which is what I liked about
snobby.
it because I was like, it's a real thing.
Also, there's no way he's not having an affair with that chick, right?
Yes, we all.
I think everyone who saw that was like, "Oh, he's got to be
Yeah,
sleeping
you're
with
fucking
that
right.
21-year-old assistant
Yeah,
who's in every shot with him."
I guess I think I read a thing about the documentary where people saying that too.
Yeah.
That's cool. We're breaking it wide open, you know?
Blowing open the cases. None of us are ever gonna do Conan.
I know.
So.
That's doing Conan.
Great. What about that fucking video game nerd one that is so funny
the
that
King
you
of
can watch
Kong?
it? Yeah, that one.
Oh, the King of Kong's
The
good.
King of Kong. Well, there's another one too about the one that has the funny guy in it. The broke my arm.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
That's the one about that group of guys. The
Right.
video game one. King of Kong is about the guy who's beating the Donkey Kong record.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never.
Which is an
I've
amazing
seen it.
documentary because the guy's in Bellevue too, so it's a little close to home. It feels good. But then the other documentary, which I think is like. No, I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I'll post a link to it or whatever. Is about the guys from that arcade in the middle of nowhere that was like, we're going to be the video game capital of the world.
Right.
And it's about those guys and their relationships with each other now, and they're all in their like
They're
40s
so
or 50s,
weird.
and they're
Yeah.
so fucking weird. There's this one guy that collects snakes or something like that, and he's just like
I don't
crazy.
know how to explain it.
There's another guy that dresses up in a military uniform because he loved Missile Command, and he goes by Captain Awesome
Yep.
or whatever.
Got 2 ladies with him all the time.
Mhm.
It's weird.
It's a
But
bizarre-
they're so funny that it's like you could watch it again. Just
weird,
'cause, like,
yeah. Documentaries with weird people are what I think are my favorite. Where it's like a really weird,
course.
quirky person.
I think that's most documentaries.
Yeah, the tickled ones. Amazing
Well,
too.
Okay, that's not true. I think there are 2 camps of documentaries.
Well, it's history.
There's the history ones that are just interviews with old people that are talking about dead people.
Yeah.
And then there are the ones that are about weirdos. That are
Weirdos.
just living their
Do
lives.
you prefer weirdos or history?
I think I prefer the history.
I know you've been watching a
It's
long
interesting.
documentary on Roosevelt. I've been
Yeah.
noticing that.
I think I prefer history. I don't know. I think I prefer history too, and not in like I want to learn about wars, but that would be the same camp as like about a person, like a
Right.
famous person. This is what Michael Jordan was really like or whatever. Like that's interesting to me.
Sure.
But they're usually not as weird as like this is a guy who lived with bears or whatever the fuck.
Dude,
yeah.
the Grizzly Man.
Grizzly Man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a good documentary.
Werner Herzog.
Yeah, I've seen that twice. I've seen a lot of documentaries twice now that I think about it.
Man twice.
Have you guys, this is the big one that made me realize that documentaries are a thing now. Have you guys seen Loose Change, the 9/11 one?
No.
The 9/11.
definitely have seen it, but I can't believe I don't remember it.
That's the one about like that's where all the 9/11 truther shit came from, is that documentary. And I remember my friends in college, that's how long ago this was, watching it and being like, you gotta watch it, man. It's crazy. It's like, what about Building 7? So in a way, like it can make people like crazy. Documentaries can.
Or you just
definitely.
think about other stuff. I don't know.
Think that's a positive. You think about things in a different
Washington,
light.
right? Where you went to college?
This was in this was 2010, 2011.
Washington has a lot of conspiracy people.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot people
just
too.
Being in that corner,
Oh yeah,
Bigfoot.
being up in a corner makes you like isolationist and weird.
It's Washington, Florida, and then what is it? Maine.
Oh yeah,
Maine seems like there's some weird people.
Maine
up there
seems
too.
messed up, and Michigan.
Hey Maine, we see you. You being all weird.
Don't take our corner thing. So.
What's at the southwest corner? Is it California?
Technically, yeah.
Southern California?
Or Arizona.
California. I think there's a lot of conspiracy people in Arizona, probably. People that are being, because Arizona's got really loose like taxes and everything. Like it's really cheap to live there. That's where crazy people go to be crazy.
That's where crazy people go.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to be crazy there.
It's cheaper to be crazy there. Live on your own land. No. Get the humidifier that makes water in the desert. Do that.
Okay. What do we got so far?
Positivity makes you open your mind to new ideas.
Sure, you're thinking.
Just straight up learning history.
Sure.
You learn history.
Yeah, that's good.
You can relate to friends. Like people use it to like socialize.
Yeah.
Like people like, hey, you saw the documentary? I'm like, yeah. Well, you and I did that. It's great.
I think if
friendships are formed.
You did a thing that I didn't know anything about, and then I watched a documentary on it to try and understand it better. That might be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I really didn't think you were gonna like the video game documentary. And
they were so funny though.
They were so
weird.
funny.
That was why it wasn't like
weird.
the actual video games that were that
I
interesting.
need to look up that documentary, what it's called, real quick.
Yeah, Rory Scovel has a bit about documentaries.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does it anymore. About how back in the day, like you were a nerd if you watched a documentary, but now it's like you haven't seen Blackfish 4 times. Like, you have to watch it every.
Yeah.
So
Blackfish, gosh, that was a downer.
There was definitely a time though when it was like you're at home watching the History Channel or whatever. That's weird. You're right. I never
there was an
thought
era when it was like just Michael Moore was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Moore. We didn't even get the Bowling for Columbine thing.
Bowling for Columbine.
Yeah. The one we were watching with he going to different places in the world.
Oh yeah, where to invade next. That was cute.
Yeah.
He got really cute.
That was a very cute, like meaningful.
He was very like raw and kind of awful early on, and now he's just like sweet.
Now he's trying to save the world. I feel like that's
he's really positive.
Secret thing. What about people who aren't in documentaries that decide they want to do one, like Bill Maher or somebody?
Did he decide to do one?
He did Religulous.
Oh my god, I hate
it was
that
like
fucking movie.
Years
ago. The
but
movie was really.
But it's taking like his anger that he has on his show all the time, being like, "All right, I'm going to show why I'm right through this whole thing."
I fucking hate Bill Maher.
But
I love how much you hate it, and then you're like, "All right, let's watch it every week."
I know he does watch it.
I'm a huge fan.
You only watch stuff that you don't like. I feel like
fucking Bill Maher.
Which is great. It keeps your hate fire fueled.
Keeps me going. Yeah. It really does. It keeps me creative.
That's great.
I think like Religulous. It's because I'm trying to think of other celebrities that have done documentaries. You know what I've never seen is I've never seen Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yes.
You saw it?
When it first came out, like a long time
Did
ago.
it move you?
Well, it makes me go, oh shit. But I don't know if it moved me. I don't know.
I think that's the way the world responded.
Yeah.
They're just like,
they were like, oh shit. Nah, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nothing we can do about it now.
Right. There's just a lot of ding-dongs, that's all. But I mean, maybe it would draw more attention to it if you're like Al Gore made a documentary. Yeah, I got to watch it. Like he knows what he's talking about, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so it would just trying to think of whatever. Unless it's about someone, like, oh, it's an OJ documentary. You're like, I want to know more about OJ.
God.
Dude, I've never seen the OJ ones
Made
at
in
all.
America. That's one of the best documentaries ever.
Really? It's so long,
It's
too.
5 parts.
Yeah.
And they're each like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, but they're each really good.
There's so
my
much
God.
to know.
So much.
I've seen the whole thing twice.
The whole thing twice?
God.
It blows my mind every time. I love how happy you get.
I love
with
it.
Yeah.
I love it. He killed 2 people. It's
He
crazy.
killed 2 people and got away with it completely.
So crazy.
Yeah.
What's your what if you had to choose like one documentary to watch for the rest of your life? Would it be the OJ one? We'll count those all on 5. You can do all 5.
Ooh.
As far as your favorites go,
Do I have to watch it every day?
you don't have to watch it every day.
But
That's
it's
just
the
the
only
only one that you
The
can
only
watch.
one that's allowed into my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'd have to think about that.
You'd have to think about it. Yeah, I'm putting you on the
because-
spot pretty heavy right now, so it's okay if you can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's a huge question.
Because you watched even the Ken Burns ones. Ken Burns.
Yeah.
And those are all history, right? It's
Yeah, those are
all
dense.
Those are like Civil War, the Roosevelt family.
Yeah.
Didn't he do a new one recently? Nash. He did one on national parks.
What?
Yeah, he did one on
God.
national parks. I'm pretty sure he did one on
picked
national
some
parks.
Boring topics.
We're national park. What did he just like? Here they are.
I think he talked about the history of national parks, and then like he went to or no, maybe it was just Yellowstone. It might have just been about Yellowstone.
Well, I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can get out of that. You know.
Out of that, oh look at this
Sure you
giant
did fine.
caldera that's gonna explode.
Talk about animals and
caldera?
stuff.
Caldera is a type of volcano, and that's what Yellowstone is. Yellowstone's actually a volcano. That's why there's
It's
geysers
not
and
a
everything.
geyser.
Well, geysers are part of it. That's why there's geysers, is because it's a relatively inactive volcano.
Okay.
A caldera is a really shallow volcano that stretches over a large space area, and that's what Yellowstone is.
It's also a brand of hot tub.
There you go, and that's because it's a very nice hot tub brand.
Yeah.
Keeps you toasty.
Keeps it warm. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Shoots geysers
It
at
makes
you.
more sense now, honestly. Yes.
We have 3.
I don't know. We're not going for a number.
Oh, I know.
I like sports documentaries, but I just like
30
sports
for
in general.
30s.
30 for 30s.
Yeah. Well, that's what the OJ
That's what the OJ one
is.
was.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Presented by 30 for 30.
I watched a 30 for 30 on the 85 Chicago Bears, and that was fascinating because I didn't think I'd ever be into that thing, and we started watching it at a friend's house, and I'm like, oh, these football players were crazy, and it's very exciting to watch.
I feel like they've started, like the filmmaking part of documentaries has gotten better. So instead of just being like, here's all this information, this is what happens, now they're doing like, there's just more footage. There's more, like it's a movie. You know what I mean? It makes it more
It's getting
interesting
more
for
cinematic,
people.
for sure.
Yeah, to watch. So
Yeah.
I think that's why more people can last like watching it.
Yeah, it feels like a regular story.
Yeah, Making a Murderer.
I will-
Everybody watched that, but it's
yeah.
like it's still a documentary.
Wait a second. Okay, is that a documentary?
It's a
Making a
documentary
Murderer?
series.
It is.
Mhm.
Okay.
But they did like 8 episodes or something.
Yeah, 8.
yeah.
Documentary. We watched that right when we moved here, or I watched it right when we moved here.
I don't
Murderer.
know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did.
That's what the guy says. I'm not sure.
When I very first got here, while I was looking for apartments, I was like watching it at night.
That's a scary thing to watch at night.
Yeah, by myself, staying in other people's apartments.
I watched one last night. Oh, called Hiroshima.
Oh, that's what the A-bomb documentary. that
Yeah,
I was
it's
talking
right.
on par with your genres.
Yeah, I know. It was very eye-opening. We picked Hiroshima because it was built with lighter buildings so that they could all catch on fire.
Dude, so it just shows how shitty America is.
Yeah,
in a way.
that's what everything.
That's what most
Right, I feel like most
are now.
documentaries are like, this
Any
is
new
actually how
fact.
shitty we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can't wait for the
that's-
documentaries about now, 10 years from
Oof.
now. It's going to be
Good
amazing.
God.
Here's
They're like
something.
answering questions to
Here's one more thing about
kids about now.
I think it's going to be hard to positive spin. I'm going to put this on both of you. Not me, obviously, just both of you. Conspiracy theory documentaries on YouTube. Because they're technically documentaries, but they're presented that way. But they're kind of like, it kind of goes with the like loose change thing. But I'm talking
the
like
positive parts of
the
that.
like why it would be good to watch a flat Earth documentary made and produced on YouTube.
I mean, it's because then you know what the other side of the argument is.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've always thought about religion or anything. Like I still kind of want to know all that I can, so that when people bring it up, I know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
or if I disagree or not. You know.
My thought was, it's in the same vein of me enjoying a bad movie. You watch I like to watch the movie Starship Troopers. I love it. It's not a good movie. It's like known as being a notoriously bad movie. and I laugh at it all the time, but I love it. It's like that kind of thing, I think, because there's some people out there.
So
just
you're
like,
laughing at it.
Yeah, you're laughing at it. You're enjoying it. Like, this is so bad. It becomes entertaining because it's just a farce.
Right.
So.
But are you getting swept into it when you're watching Starship Troopers? You're watching it.
I do get swept into it.
See, I don't think I could watch a documentary with something that I completely disagree with. That was shitty. You know what I mean? Like, I disagree with the Religious, but I could watch it because it's like well made.
Yeah.
I don't think I could watch a flat Earth thing.
That's just like
that's on YouTube.
It's more a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Just filming a diorama.
The
he's
screen
making.
catches on fire and dumb shit like that.
There's like a model train set of just a flat board of the Earth.
You're like, this is it.
Here it is.
Yeah, with chess pieces on it. Yeah, I couldn't do that. But I could watch something about how the presidents are aliens because a part of me feels that way.
Do you think that? What about the lizard people thing? We just talked about these last episodes.
Yeah,
part of me feels like that could be real.
The lizard
Right, that
people
was the
thing?
one I was like, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe.
something else.
My whole thinking is, if you become president, does that mean someone kills you and then and the lizards take your body?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Maybe.
Because I know I'm not a lizard. Well, I think well, this is a problem now.
Yeah, how do you
Oh,
know you're not a
God.
lizard?
Oh no.
You're not a lizard.
I'm not a lizard.
I have a feeling you're not a lizard.
Thanks, man. You're the best.
Yeah.
You did just lay on a rock while we were hiking today.
I did
but
lay
that's
on a
not-
rock and I ate
Oh.
all the crickets. They had so many crickets there and they're all gone. And all the little lizards that were around me just kept following me everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe I am a lizard. Not sure.
But can you use your powers for evil if you don't know that you have them? You know?
You know, it's a true point.
So many
Well-
questions. Well, let's start a documentary about it. Because
Elon
we're-
Musk
we're-
thinks that it's a simulation.
Right,
That's true.
yeah.
That's the crazy conspiracy theory that I like.
That's the scariest one because all these billionaire geniuses think that it's either a simulation or the Earth is gonna end soon.
Right.
Civilization will end.
It's like those
Really?
smart guys. Stephen Hawking said we have 1,000 years maximum left.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah,
That's
those guys
Stephen.
where I'm like, you're supposed to be like the smartest dudes, and
Yeah.
you think, oh god.
And if that's the case, that's a simulation. Then that means that at some point in our history, something happened where all of reality became
Yeah.
a simulation.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Probably, I'm guessing something Kennedy related.
Kennedy related.
It feels Kennedy-ish. Like
Kennedy-ian?
he got shot, and then
Then they made the Matrix just to fucking
then
rub it in our
LBJ.
faces.
Yeah. We're gonna make this movie and they're gonna love this movie.
And not realize it's real.
Yeah.
Idiots. It's a documentary, actually. They didn't tell us that. The Matrix is a documentary.
Great.
I took a class in college, and we watched The Matrix every day because it was like messages from Paul, but the guy wanted to like relate it to movies.
Yeah.
So The Matrix was like the one that he chose, but like our final project was to take another movie from this list and relate it to like the Bible.
The Matrix is very religious symbol.
That is what a lot of people say.
It's
Yeah,
really huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really big about it.
I've
The
heard
Matrix.
Allegory of the Cave.
Oh, that's another good
Oh,
one.
right.
Yeah, but
Well, I think we fucking nailed that positive spin. You want to move on to the next segment?
Yes.
Next
Watch
segment,
it.
the next one. We're on a team. You and I now.
Okay.
Yeah, and no, it's called Top 5 Turnaround. And what Monica has is the worst of 5 things, and then we have to say why they're good.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun
That's
game
so
though.
hard.
You and
Right.
and you
I
and
know,
I,
it's a
we got
challenge.
teamwork going
I'm
on, so we'll be
excited.
fine, man. We'll be good.
Okay. Okay.
Do you
I'm
want me
gonna
to do
figure out how you need to answer this. Okay, so this is the worst. The 5 documentaries that turned out to be wrong. Like there was, like they're popular documentaries, but they're turned out to like their facts are wrong. I guess I don't
Yeah.
know. For all of these, like the main part of it isn't real, and that's concerning. But so I guess you guys could say why it's a good thing that they lied.
Why it's a good thing that they lied.
Or just a good thing in general
about
about
it?
the documentary? Would that be a I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, the
'Cause
part about
there's
it
a
being
good chance that Ismail's seen all these documentaries.
Oh yeah, well honestly I think you may have seen or you know of them. That's
Okay.
all. Okay. So
I'm gonna
number
lay
one,
down in my pose here.
number one
Ready
is
to go.
Super Size Me
Oh.
because no one can replicate the results. And he was saying that he was eating 5,000 calories a day, but based on the meals he was eating,
It wasn't?
it doesn't add up to it. Where like the Big Mac meal is 1,500 calories, and even if he had as many as he said. It wasn't 5,000. So people have tried to replicate it, and
I've heard about
they
that.
can't do it.
All right, why this is a good thing. I can eat fast food all the time now. This is the best.
Boom.
Wait,
This is-
seriously? I was
boom.
going to say that even though he
Boom.
lied, McDonald's is still bad for you.
I don't believe it for a
So-
second.
And it still got rid of like
So
the
it's-
supersized type of
Got rid of
shit.
supersize and
Yeah.
made them bring in their Apple
That's true.
things.
So it's a good thing that he lied about it because
Yes.
then people might not have believed it, and now it's changed. That was a great answer.
Yeah,
Good
now
job.
Subway's on top.
Right?
Oh, Morgan
Whoa.
Spurlock.
Subway until Jared
Dude,
comes
see,
out with
look
a
how fat-
documentary.
look how you crushed that
Yeah,
one,
I
man.
did really good.
I did really
job.
good. This
God,
is
Morgan
good.
Spurlock he's like the same person as Anthony Bourdain and Reza Aslan. They're the same.
They're all the
They're
same.
the three. They're just
They
like
are.
CNN
They're
uses these
Lizard
three.
people. That's what they are.
They are kind of lizardy. Like
Yeah.
they're not real. Yeah.
It's interesting. That was good. It still ended up changing the
Dude, you crushed
Okay.
that. We're 1 for 1.
2.
2.
Waiting for Superman. Has anybody seen
I have
this?
not
I've heard
I've not
about that.
seen it,
So
but
it's
I've
a
heard about
charter
it.
schools.
Yep, it's about charter schools. But basically, they use this statistic a lot where it says that only 20 to 30% of kids can read to their grade level, and that's not true. It's like 70. And then they're like charter schools, but most charter schools perform the same as public schools do, and then there's about 15% that perform worse, and then there's a few that
Is
are
the documentary
better, so-
promoting charter schools?
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Wait,
say
it's pro charter school?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was anti. I thought it was like for poor neighborhoods to have better public schools.
I thought it's a public school thing. That's what it is. But there were
So it's pro
because
public school.
it's watching all these families try to get into charter schools,
Yes.
and not be able to, and so then their kids are having to go to public schools, and these are the issues that are
so
with
it's
the
like
pub-
anti-public school.
it's anti what the education system is right now.
Oh.
But so they're saying charter schools, yes, would be better for
I
the
see.
kids, but the actual facts aren't
adding up.
see.
right.
Well, the good
they're
news
saying
is,
it's better to put your kids over here, but really it's like
well, the
same.
good news is 70% of kids can read to their grading level, which is good. That's like a good. Oh,
It
they're
is
wrong on
good.
a good
It's great.
fact that makes us look good now.
It's true.
Yes,
I think. Well, this is going to get political.
do it.
Oh man,
I can't.
it's so political,
can't
and I'm
do
like,
No, we
I'm gonna be
never
like, I love lunches from high school. No,
Right.
I was gonna say because I've heard from like all my teacher friends that charter schools are not good. So if there's a way to make
Not
it,
good for like the performance of the kids, or
it just
the general education
I think
system.
I think what it does is it just instead of like it creates a schism between charter schools and public schools when really it should all be together because then you can work on it, like you can make it better. Whereas if we keep privatizing it and moving it away, it's harder for people to collaborate.
Sure, yeah.
And then it creates alternative curriculum between each. Like, if you go to a charter school, you can learn something completely different than if you go to a public school. Or just very much like now, how if you go to a religious school, like a Catholic
Right.
school, you learn something very different
you
than
watch
what you
The
learn.
Matrix all the time.
Yeah.
If you go to a public school.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So I think in a way, maybe it's going to end up helping unite schools.
I see. So if it came out that they lied about that, and then they were like, okay, charter schools aren't that good, it could be
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
See
what is
you're
Betsy
saying.
DeVos? Is she pro charter school?
I think
She's
so.
pro whatever.
Then good. then it's good thing that they were lying in this documentary to delegitimize whatever.
Whatever she says.
I'm gonna be
There,
honest with you.
I
Fucking
make it
probably-
real black and
That
white.
was good. You were like, if we're getting political, I'm literally going to
Yes.
do that. Let's do it.
Let's
That's,
just do it.
that's
I
awesome.
wouldn't be surprised if she didn't know what a charter school was, honestly, at what she said.
Or she didn't know what a public school was.
She's
That would
like,
be
I thought they're all just schools.
more, yeah, school. Okay, I liked it. Number 3, Sugar Man. Has anybody heard or seen of
Searching,
this?
isn't that searching for
Oh.
Sugar Man?
Well, yeah. So Rodriguez is the musician. He's from Detroit, and he kind of disappears, but he ends up getting really big later in Australia and like South Africa. And so these 2 South African fans try and find him and like let him know. So the documentary makes it look like he doesn't know that he's like has all this
Famous now?
success.
Yeah.
And so they go and find him to like tell him that basically. But right after like, so he put out the albums in the 70s, and then they think, oh, he just didn't know. But then in the 80s, he was touring with like Men at Work and stuff. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like
really?
he was big and like he knew. And so they made it sound like, oh, we found you and we're going to tell you that you were popular. But really, he obviously knew it the whole time.
Yeah, he's fine. Well, had a positive. Why that's a good thing. Why? That means he at least got some money and was working and successful. They make it instead of making it sound like this man's life was torn apart.
They did say that he kind of started getting popular here after the documentary came out. Like his old music was. So I guess that.
Well, that's
worked
good.
out for him,
It was good. It was good marketing for him. He got some good publicity.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're like, I'll lie about anything.
And I'm just happy to know that they're liars because I think that documentary beat 5 Broken Cameras.
Oh.
And that was my documentary.
There you go. So
What's 5 Broken Cameras?
It's about Palestinian cameramen that are getting shat on in Israel. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. I've never heard of this documentary.
It was nominated for an Oscar.
Dude, let's watch it.
So they
almost won.
beat him. This guy beat them?
I think so.
That sounds crazy.
I thought they did. Searching for Sugar Man?
Yeah.
They won an Oscar.
A lot of these were nominated or won.
Let me make sure.
So, but that's crazy. That sounds like it's just such a silly thing to have be more important than Palestinian stuff. But
we found this musician.
It was a safer option for sure.
I guess, yeah, that's true. That is
Searching for 94% Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a story, you know. They got to find him.
Where is he?
He's in Detroit.
Oh, hey.
He ends up just still being in Detroit.
Best documentary feature. Yep,
wow,
2013.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay. Number 4. You ready?
Ready.
Winged Migration, which is about birds, right? And how they like fly together in formations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But turns out the birds they used, they like hatched from eggs and trained to fly like that.
What?
So they're not like wild. Like you've seen the pictures, or it's kind of like Fly Away Home, if anybody's seen that movie, where the birds fly behind the like little plane thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they taught them to do that. So it's not like wild birds.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Weird thing to lie about.
That's so
what?
weird.
Positive spin here. They're giving those bird trainers work because those guys need to work too. Okay,
That is true. Of
those
all
guys were like sitting there hanging out, and they're like, "Man, we really need to do something else. We're not going to make it through this winter." And they're like, "Hey, we need a documentary where we need to train a bunch of birds." And they're like, "This is my specialty."
The bird trainers were like, "We're not going to make it through this winter."
No.
And none of them were like, "We should just go south." Like, that didn't happen.
They went to go train birds in Florida. So yeah, bird trainers get work.
Yeah.
That's my positive spin.
Okay.
For the BTs.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
All the
All right.
BTs out there.
And the last one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nanook of the North, which is like the original documentary. Okay, so he goes to somewhere. It's either in Alaska or in Canada, and he's basically filming an Inuit family, like building an igloo and like how they live normally. This is the upsetting one. One, his name isn't actually Nanook. They just changed it so it was like catchy in the title. The guy does live there, but it says he has 2 wives that live with him and like help him with all this stuff. They're the common law wives of the director.
What?
Right? Like they weren't even there, and he's got 2
lied?
common law wives where he's like, yeah, here you go. Well, so one of them's real name is Alice, and they name her Nyla, I think, in the documentary, which the local people told him like, yeah, you should name her this, but it ends up meaning like fart or something. Like it's like, it's like something stupid. So that's how people were like, I don't know if that's her name. Like what? So yeah, he just like
Wait, so how were they related to the director?
they were his common law wives. Like they had lived together for long enough, I guess, where they just were all together. I don't know the whole story, but yeah. So
Common law is a weird rule.
Made
where
them-
you can just live with someone.
made them look like they were that guy's wives.
Yeah.
And they were helping him build an igloo.
I think it's 7 years to become someone's common law.
Yeah.
And you can have 2 of those?
You can be common law polygamists.
I guess,
that
yeah.
fine?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Good for that guy. Breaking marriage barriers.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
guess.
Okay, sure.
Also, I've always wanted to know how to build an igloo, so at least it's educational. in
That's
that
true. It
sense.
didn't say they lied about that part
No,
of it.
they showed
Right.
you
There
how to
you
build
go.
one. There
They're
you
just
go.
not actually a family.
It's just all the social crap. Who cares about that? I want the facts.
Yeah, a lot of
Let's
these
build an
documentary
igloo.
journalist rules seem kind of like bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't help or intervene or anything.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that. It's like
that's
the
true.
kid's dying. Fucking-
Right. I always have questions about that because I'm like,
Yeah.
how did you get this footage when you're like,
Yeah.
you're right there? That's what I feel about the real world too, though. So whatever. I'm like, nobody's gonna help her.
You mean my
She's dying.
favorite documentary series? The Real
Real
World?
World?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you mean the real world and not the show.
No, I mean the show.
You mean the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean the
I'm
show.
so confused.
Because
when
like they'll
people
get in
stop being
fights and
polite
stuff, and then the
and
camera
start
people
being
just have to
real.
watch and let them fight or whatever, and you're like,
oh, okay.
just
It's like in the
stop
Jersey
it.
Shore
I
when
thought you
Snooki
meant
gets
like
punched in the
reality
face.
when people don't
In the real-
intervene.
Yes, that too. And they're just filming instead of doing anything.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
like that
real.
Black Mirror
That
episode.
did get too real, but
Damn.
I was talking about the Real World, the show.
When people stop being polite and start being real?
Yep.
I loved it in Jersey Shore when Snooki got punched in the face,
Yeah.
and the camera crew's like, "I guess we just keep rolling because this is gold.
Right?
We
She
just
got
struck a
rocked.
gold mine."
So she was on Chelsea Handler's show after that, and she was like, "How did that make you feel?" And she goes, "She was like, well, watching it again was really weird. Like I didn't like watching it." And she goes, "No, your face. Like he hit you hard." Like that. Like,
So that was top 5 turnaround, and we crushed it.
it was great.
Pretty good.
I
We're
had
really
some
good at
really
this
good
game.
answers in there. I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
We ready to quiz?
We get a quiz. So every episode, we do a stupid internet quiz, like one on BuzzFeed.
This one happens to be just like we couldn't say no to it.
This one is probably one of the stupidest we've ever done, and I hope you're ready for it.
Okay.
All right.
These questions don't make any sense.
Oh, they don't make any
Right,
sense
but
at
this
all.
is going to tell you something about yourself that,
Okay.
that
I
you didn't know
actually-
before.
I actually love these things.
You love them?
Do you?
I really
Oh.
do. I don't do them ever, but I always look at them longingly.
Well,
Yeah,
you know what?
it's
Like, I
fun.
wish I could do it.
Now you
We
get to
do.
participate.
Now I get to
And
do it.
so I'll ask you the question, and then you give me your answers, so you don't know what it's going to be. Okay. So this quiz is called "Which SpongeBob SquarePants character should you fuck?"
Oh my god!
So here's the
Oh, man.
Good job.
so the first question.
Which
is,
one should I? I should fuck this
You
character.
should.
yeah,
fuck
it's not
this
even who
character.
you would think it may be. It's this. You're gonna have the best time.
You
You're gonna have the
should
best
do
sex with
this.
this character.
Okay.
So the first question is, "Hi there, and welcome to Bikini Bottom. May I ask what kind of sea creature are you?" And your options are clownfish, lobster, octopus, an eel, a dolphin, a shark, a turtle, a manatee,
Dugong.
or a dog. They have
It's a
dog.
beagle.
It's a beagle dog.
I'm gonna be an eel.
An eel.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ooh.
I chose the manatee, obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Because I
I
love
want
manatees.
to be
Oh,
a. I don't know.
Obviously.
Crawfish? Turtle? I feel like a turtle. I feel like a sea turtle.
Feel like a sea turtle?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, the next question. Well, it's Saturday. Do you want to hang out? What should we do? And your options
like,
are
no.
go jellyfishing, practice karate, count money, play music, plan world domination, go for a drive, watch TV, read, or absolutely nothing.
So it's Saturday. Okay.
This is a Saturday.
And these are getting more like obvious.
Right, I can tell
to
who you would be.
Who I should be
yeah.
fucking.
But yeah, okay.
You a big SpongeBob SquarePants fan?
Yeah.
I love the show.
Perfect.
I think I'll say. Read.
Read?
Probably. Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Monica, what do you choose?
I'm gonna go practice karate.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
say
Sandy. Okay.
I'm gonna say watch TV.
Watch TV. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now you have to choose a Squidward orgasm face. And I'm going to show you the pictures
Oh,
and you let me
man.
know which one you want.
One, he's just taking his brain out of his head.
So these are your options.
How does
Oh my
he-
god.
He looks old in that one.
SpongeBob
He
is
looks
really
he doesn't
sexual.
give a
This show is-
shit.
It is.
Yeah,
very
it is.
sexual.
Oh man.
These are actually. One, he just looks mad. This one looks like he's gonna
There's more down
leave.
here.
Give me. Go up. I'm gonna go with
The middle top,
middle top,
the
where
sad
he just
face.
looks-
Oh,
furious and awful.
He looks like he aged.
I'm going to choose him smiling in the left middle, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one where he takes his brain out of his head because that's sounds like it was too amazing. He can't ever do it again.
All right, and now you have to finish this sing song. All right, and the sing song is F is for blank, and the blanks are foreplay, fingering,
Jesus.
facial, foot fetish, fisting, fellatio, placid, fuck you, or friends.
This was the fucking a dirty.
That's so dirty. I told you it was dirty.
Damn, this really
Facial?
took a turn.
Yeah.
Well, no,
fetish.
it didn't. They kind of primed us with the orgasm.
Yeah.
Schindler's fisting.
F is for.
F is for. Let me read the list again.
Read the options again.
Foreplay, fingering, facial, foot fetish, fisting, fellatio, flaccid, fuck you, or friends.
I'm gonna go with facial.
Facial.
Sure. I want to see what SpongeBob's character correlates to
is
that.
into that.
Monica,
I'm gonna
which
go
one do you choose?
Fuck you.
Fuck you?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go friends.
Didn't see that one coming.
The next question is, okay, then I hear you writing a very sexy romance novel. What's the
Ooh.
title? And here are the titles. Love and Lust in Bikini Bottom, Larry the Lobster and His Goo Lagoon, Krusty Krabby and Carnal, The Chum Bucket, but the H has a parentheses around it, so it's the cum bucket.
Yeah.
Driving and Diving with Mrs. Puff, Teabagging in the Tree Dome, Once Upon a Time in Shady Shoals' Basement, You, Me, a Rock, and a Hard Cock, or What the Fuck is Going On?
Oh, man.
I chose Larry the Lobster and His Goo Lagoon.
I was gonna pick that one too.
You want that one?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can both.
We can pick the
it
same
if
one,
you
yeah.
want.
Monica, which one are you choosing?
I kind of think I want Driving and Diving with Mrs. Puff.
All right, and I think this is the last question. You have to pick a costume.
Okay.
And here's your options. So just let me know what one you want.
Read those ones.
There's
Say
a
what
there's
they
a diver. There's a penguin,
are. Yeah, it's like a sexy penguin.
clownfish, a pirate, a lady with a very
I think she's a mermaid.
mermaid. Okay, there's a King
Poseidon
a nurse or no sailor,
It's a sailor.
and another mermaid, and then a
Another mermaid,
lobster.
but she's more clothed.
No,
are you wearing
Give
this?
me the
Okay,
pirate.
we're wearing
No,
it.
give me Poseidon.
You want Poseidon?
Yeah.
All right.
That's solid.
Uh,
I want to be the fucking lobster.
that's the one I
It's
chose.
supposed to be a sexy outfit, and I'm like, hey, I'm a lobster.
You give me a lobster.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna choose a different one then.
Well, then this does it.
I'm gonna choose the pirate.
Okay.
Okay. So I got
Who should I find?
SpongeBob.
You got
Wow.
SpongeBob?
I
got SpongeBob.
Whoa, way to go for the top.
It says first you'll go jellyfishing, and then SpongeBob will take you back to his pineapple house for some spongy fun.
Oh,
It's upsetting.
man.
Fucking a sponge seems like weird.
Upsetting.
Yeah.
I think it's because I chose friends.
Be
I think
easy
that's why.
cleanup, though.
Friends.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Monica, what did you get?
I got Mrs. Puff.
Mrs. Puff?
Yeah.
Ah.
She said, let her huff, puff, and blow you away.
You got Plankton.
Oh my god.
This is the best one. It says he's small and can get into all your nooks and crannies.
Oh man. Plankton.
This is one of my favorite ones we've ever done.
He's a
Damn.
powerful dude, though. Kind of.
I feel
He's
like
evil.
Plankton. I feel kind of like him.
You feel kind of like you're gonna
sometimes.
be a world
Short
domination kind of guy.
I feel like he would like the same documentaries that you
Yes,
like.
You'd be
totally.
like, let's totally watch this.
That's
Totally.
whatever. Hiroshima, I'm in. Let's do it. That's
Damn.
great. Well, good.
Yeah.
Were we?
Well, now I know.
We're at 52. We just hit 52.
Well, let's keep talking.
Yeah, we can keep talking about. Actually, you know what I want to do? You grew up in Florida.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a mini positive spin about Florida.
About
Whoa.
Florida.
What are some things that you like about
Ooh,
Florida?
that's a good
Oh
question.
my god.
I know, man, because I know
Was
you
this
don't
hard
like
for you?
it. I remember you saying you tell people that you're from Atlanta mostly because you don't like Florida.
Yeah, I
Now
have
we're
no
putting
pride
it
in
out there
Florida.
on the
I have-
internet
I have
that
nothing to say about Florida. That's good. I mean, my whole memories of childhood are from there.
There you
You're
go.
like,
That's
there
one
you
good
go.
one. Your
Weather's
family's
good.
there.
Can you play
The weather's not
outside?
good though. It's way too hot.
Okay.
You have cats
Cats.
There are plenty of cats
Shit,
there.
Sorry.
and alligators.
And alligators.
Do cats ever get eaten by alligators?
Yeah, sure,
Oh man,
sure.
scary.
Just lost Fluffy.
Let me think. Cubans.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Cubans.
Hell yeah.
As the people or the food?
People. I was gonna say the people.
The
yes.
people?
and the food.
The food.
Cuban
Cuban
food's
food.
great.
Cuban food's
Cuban
great.
Cuban food is great, and you can't really get it outside of Florida
No.
or Cuba.
The Cuban
Probably.
The only other place you
The
can get it
Cuban
is
sandwich
Cuba.
is very much emulated around the country, but it's not as good.
Sure. Also,
never
I've
the
never had a
same.
Cuban
Yeah,
sandwich.
you never had a Cuban sandwich.
But I don't eat pork.
Yeah.
Vodka.
That's true. I know that.
But Cuban food's great.
Cuban
And
food.
it's all over Florida.
That's a good. Those are
Yeah.
3 good things.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Cuban people, Cuban food.
Cuban people,
Cats.
Cuban food, cats, your childhood memories, and your family. I'm guessing too.
Yeah.
Your
Sure,
family's
my
there, too.
family, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about
Why
that.
not?
Just throw that in the end.
Florida.
And
Is there a big difference with like southern Florida and like the Panhandle area?
Because
Okay.
the northern Florida is like the South. It's like Georgia, Alabama,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
It is. When we were driving in from the tour, it was very much like there wasn't a lot of change from Georgia to southern Florida.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
I
very.
don't know why there
It's the
was.
same, but then like it's that and that top part is very much like
Yeah.
the Georgia,
Just deep
yeah,
South.
yeah.
And it stays that way until like past my Orlando.
Okay.
Once you start getting near Miami, then it starts feeling different. But 70% of Florida is just Georgia.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There you go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been to Miami once. I took
Yeah,
a
Miami's
bus
nice.
to go to the club. So
Took a bus to a club.
How was the club?
it was. I thought everybody was Pitbull, but yes, it was
How
yeah,
old were
it's
you?
really
Good.
like that.
They were like, it's a big, like flashy looking video kind of club. Like it wasn't. There was like cages for people to dance in, and like everything was
Oh.
tables. It wasn't
When
like there was a little bit
this?
dance floor.
Was
It
like
was
a
like 21.
Oh, nice. Was you
Um,
party? Party like this? It's a hot party. It's a visual.
We had gone on a cruise from there to the Bahamas, met a ton of people. That's why I like Cuban people, honestly.
Right.
And then as we were coming back, a couple people were like, well, you should, if you're here for another night, come out with us, because they lived in Miami.
Right.
And so they like took us out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a positive
I've
spin
lived
of
some
Florida.
life, man. Well, yeah, I mean, it was fun, but, and then we had Cuban sandwiches next day.
First city in America. First European city in America. St. Augustine.
Really?
In Florida. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, heard
Spanish.
Positive
Yes.
cities.
Sure.
There's
There's a cool little castle.
Oh.
Ooh, I
love a
love
good
castles.
Tour. Yes, castles. America is lacking castles.
It
They
really
really
is.
are.
Really is.
We're going to
Yeah.
change that. We're going to build some castles
We're gonna
in
build some
LA.
castles.
Let's do it. Well, they have
do
the
it.
Sherman Oaks Castle Golf Course, so that's one.
That is true.
Mhm.
Sure.
It's putt-putt.
I think we're ready to do charities now.
Okay.
Yeah. Monica's got it.
We're going environment today. We're going climate change.
Okay.
Okay. 1, Natural Resources Defense Council. So that's nrdc.org. And the Environmental Defense Fund, that's edf.org. And I picked those two because climate change, all that stuff, that's interesting to me. But when I went to their websites, both of them had like, this is what's happening to the environment with what Trump is doing. Like, click on this
Oh,
right
wow.
here. Like, they were already on it. I was like, well, that's interesting. Rated very high. There you go.
Nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any charities or organizations or any causes you support?
I was going to say, I guess UNICEF.
Okay.
They donate to Syria a lot.
UNICEF.
That's probably the way to do it.
yeah, that's a great.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Cool.
UNICEF.
Well, that's the episode. We nailed it.
I think we did great.
We did an amazing job. Good work.
Good shit.
Good
Thanks
stuff all
for
around.
doing
Thanks
it.
a lot.
Now
Have
let's-
fun in Atlanta or wherever.
Yeah. Go to Atlanta tomorrow.
Mhm. You're gonna leave
Yeah.
for a week.
For a whole week.
All right. I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, I'm going to miss you guys.
Thanks, man. Now let's all watch Schindler's List.
All right.